Well, hey there and welcome back. Yours truly with you once more for some download goodness. Lucky you. Well, we're starting today in the Ukrainian capital, Kiev. The Rada, or Ukrainian parliament, the setting. Now, if the scene looking a little, well, confusing, that's because it was. Ukraine's pro-Western government collapsed Tuesday amid a tangle of bitter accusations and charges between President Viktor Yushchenko and rival Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko. The speaker's announcement of dissolution here, greeted with applause, well, at least by some, and few are likely happier about the news than this man, opposition leader Viktor Yanukovych, leader of the pro-Russian Party of Regions. Mr. Yanukovych now seen as a power broker with Ms. Tymoshenko in forming a new anti-Yushchenko government. Well, from one government's fall to one poised at the edge, and to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur specifically, and the headquarters of opposition leader Anwar Ibrahim. Mr. Anwar announcing that he has more than enough commitments from members of parliament to form a new majority government. Exactly how many commitments?
He kept increasing by the hour. No, it's serious. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Well, you can bet that Prime Minister Abdullah Badawi finding little funny about Mr. Anwar's call to, quote, exit gracefully. Quote, a waste of time, said Mr. Badawi, adding, and a game of political lies. Well, so much for that. Meetings between the two sides have been called off for now. A parliamentary showdown said to be just 1 to 2 weeks in the offing. Well, global markets continuing to be roiled by Monday's poor economic news out of America, the wheezing U.S. mortgage and credit markets, and news of the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy, making Monday the worst day on Wall Street in 7 years. As if you couldn't tell. And so far, Tuesday not shaping up much better around the world. Now, President Bush is reassuring the public that the financial system remains sound, and that is a message that's being echoed by U.S. Treasury Secretary Paulson on the Hill on Tuesday. And the men hoping to replace Mr. Bush as the next American president reacting as well.
It's the same philosophy we've had for the last 8 years. One that says we should just stick our heads in the sand and ignore economic problems until they spiral into crisis.
The fundamentals of our economy are strong.
Senator McCain, what economy are you talking about?
That's okay, he can attack if he wants, but all the insults in the world aren't going to bring change to Washington, and they're not going to change Senator Obama's record.
Wow, well, there is no doubting that the economy again has become issue number one in this year's political campaign. And that means that you're going to be able to hear a lot more about that and where both candidates stand on this week's Election USA. It's VOA's weekly webcast about the race for the White House, and you can watch it online this weekend at our homepage. It's right next door to the download as well. And it's all at www.voanews.com. Well, finally today, and I've waited about 20 years to say this, and now for something completely different. A band of Mexican mariachis playing Guantanamera? Well, what's so different about that? Oh, okay, well, how about now? Yes, it's mariachis at the Great Wall of China, or El Grande Muralla de China, I guess. Well, in just another sign of globalization run amok, the government of Mexico this week presenting a copy of its Angel of Independence statue to the Chinese government. Now, the public looking a bit confused by the whole thing. As are we. I mean, the last time a statue of a woman representing independence went up somewhere in Beijing, say sometime in, 1989, well, that didn't end so well. Oh well, enjoy su angel and Tex-Mex while it lasts. And now I'm hungry for Szechuan enchiladas. Well, that is your download for today. We'll see you again tomorrow.